Good day, ma'am. I am the first reporter for the Chapter 7, Planning the Test. Test is an instrument or systematic procedures designed to measure the quality, ability, skills, or knowledge of students by giving a set of questions in a uniform manner. Since test is a form of assessment, test also answer the question, how does individual student perform? Are they performing well? The main objective of a classroom assessment is to obtain valid, reliable, and useful data regarding student learning achievement. Planning the test is one of the steps in constructing teacher-made test, followed by preparing the test, reproducing the test, administering the test, scoring the test, interpreting the test, and evaluating the test. As we go on to our discussion, we may tackle about the different steps in constructing teacher teacher made test. In planning the test, there are 5 principles that should be taken in consideration. These are follows. So, 1. A careful statement of the philosophy of instruction and the objectives of the particular subject should be available. Next, adequate provision for review should be made by taking into consideration the availability of facilities and equipment. So, dapat may sapat na facilities and equipment in order to review well the said planning of the test. Next, 3. The purpose of test should be defined. If the purpose of the test is for diagnosis, it should reveal the specific weakness of students as basis for remedial instruction. However, if its purpose is to appraise the critical thinking and reasoning power, the scores are to be used for classification and grouping. 4. The nature of the test must take into consideration the conditions under which it is to be administered. In planning the test, such as factors as age, experience of the examinee, duplicating facilities, cost of materials, and testing environment must be critically considered. Or it is the setting where the test must be taken. 5. Length of the test must be determined. So the time element is determined by the purpose it is to serve. There are good practices of test constructions. It involves determining the reason of testing. So testing is a part of learning and let students show what they know and what they can do. The reason of testing is to measure the student knowledge on the given lesson. Next is determining and writing the objectives to meet by the test. Determining the best type of item that will meet the objectives of the test. Kanang suitable, sakto, na ma-meet ang given na objectives. Developing a test, a blueprint or table of specification. So, in planning a test, you should consider dapat na kay basis to measure that knowledge. In developing a test, there should be a blueprint or table of specification or the TOS. So the TOS is a tool used to ensure that A test or assessment measures the content and thinking skills that the test intends to measure. Next is determining the answer key, scoring criteria, and direction for administration of the test. Determining the best way to present the items. Administering the test. Test administration is concerned with physical and psychological setting in which students take the test. It is the setting on where should students take the test. So, mostly it is in the classroom setting. So, provide a quiet and comfortable setting for iwas sa interruption. Because when students are interrupted, they must be distracted and it affects the student's concentration. Then, anticipate question that student may ask. Because student question can interrupt test taking. Set a proper atmosphere for testing. So this means that dapat imong students, imong learners is kabalo na sila in advance na maghatag ka og test. So for them to prepare, for them to study as well. Discourage cheating. Dili jud ni siya manikayan. Cheating is a part of being a student. So students cheat for a variety of reasons. Some of these are pressure from parents and teachers as well as competition, intensive competition in the classroom. Because of the competition, so students cheats in order for them to makalabaw sila sa ilang isigataw. So there should be a strategies before teaching. First, teach well for your students to understand. Give students sufficient time to prepare for the test. Let them study. Define to the students what is meant by cheating and explain the discipline to be imposed when called cheating. Next, scoring the test according to the answer key and scoring criteria. Modifying test behavior and instructional strategies. So, baguhin para mas lalong maiintindihan. Analyzing items to be determined ambiguity, miscarrying, and difficulty level. So, sabton jud siya para jud mas lalong maiintindihan, especially katong mga difficult levels, difficult items. So, dapat siya i-analyze. Developing and maintaining a test item, and lastly, analyzing the test as a whole. So, analyze the test as a whole or review the test and discuss for the better understanding of the students. So that's all, and thank you.